Yeah, big trade. I don't know if this is a good trade. No, I do know. I don't think it's a good trade. The Anaheim Ducks and the general manager, Pat Verbeek, haven't been in the playoffs in a long time, struggling like hell to put a roster together, trades his top veteran defenseman. Cam Fowler gets traded to the St. Louis Blues. He got a second-round draft pick, which is of value, and he got a minor league defenseman who's playing in the East Coast Hockey League. Fowler had been a rock, had been the cornerstone of their blue line. He's in his 15th year in the NHL, former number 1 draft pick, good man. I have no problem, I guess, with the trade because they're ridding themselves of salary space. I have a problem with what they did not get. They did not get a high pick. The number 2 pick might be a high pick. It's not till 2027. It's not next year. They didn't get a veteran forward. They still have all this money that they could have spent that they haven't. So I'm kind of bothered by that because Fowler was a good guy. Maybe Pat Verbeek is just stockpiling assets for whoever the next general manager is going to be. And if that's not bad enough that they get rid of Fowler, they don't get instant help immediately, they lose Trevor Zegras again. 3rd major injury in about a 2-year span. He's the young center iceman who came into the league with such praise, did so well, hasn't done anything because of injuries 2 years in a running, gone 8 weeks, torn meniscus surgery. So every time you think the Ducks are about to turn the corner, here they come because they do have a collection of really good young players and they have a really young defense. Something happens. In this case, they gave away a veteran defenseman and didn't get instant help. I'm losing my mind covering this. I don't know if there's hockey fans out there. What's your perception of Ducks hockey and the road travel? Do you look at the roster and they've got so many high draft picks and they're all playing them, but they're sub 500. I think they're 11, 14, and 4, which means they have won only 11 of the 29 games they played. And they're not going to be in the playoffs again. I just keep thinking they're going to turn the corner with all these kids, and has not happened yet. Do you want to fire a slap shot, or you just want to stand in front of the net and look like a traffic pylon?
Well, it's just interesting because we've talked about how the Ducks are really trying to, transform themselves into a legit, playoff contender. And I've always liked the idea of having a core group of young guys. It makes me think of the Cleveland Indians in the 1990s, where they had a young players that they could have for a long-term deals on longer-term contracts.
Manny, Alomar, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And then you complement that with the veterans. So, they just picked up the other veteran like last week. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting that they sent a veteran out the door. So they must have confidence in their young players. They're going to be able to outperform Fowler.
But you're trading an established guy who was playing 25 minutes a night. You're trading him and you don't get instant help in return. You're not getting anything till 2027. And that'll be a number 1 pick, which means 2 or 3 years from that. He won't be here probably ready to be an instant guy till 2029 or 2030.
Well, maybe they have some guys on the depth chart they think are going to really have a chance to step up.
Not in San Diego with the Gulls.
But maybe, on the end of the bench with the Ducks.
Well, they're going to have to play because they keep getting rid of veterans. It's a unique thing. It really is. Maybe I'm in the minority, or maybe I know what the hell I'm talking about because the scoreboard does not lie. Yeah. They're a non-playoff team.